Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here, and God knows I have no idea what I'm doing here, beyond the fact that a long time ago, two people had a very irresponsible night, and I am paying for it for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, what have I got today? Well, obviously, we got some SPs here. Why? Because. Why the frick not? So, who do we have? Well, we already know some of these, but all 5 of these you're going to see right here today are grade 6. They are fully skilled up. At least they were last time I checked, and don't know if in the last update something changed where now other abilities can be skilled further. We'll find out. So let's start here with Otakemaru. Our angry boy. Yeah, our favorite boy. Okay, so this Otakemaru, he's built for a little bit of crit, some crit damage, and let me tell you, I love taking this boy into realm raids, but I especially love having him in secret zone, something fierce. He's like my favorite for a secret zone. So as you can see, this is where we're sitting at with this. He is, of course, fully skilled up. Let's see, come here. Yay. And here we go. Now, he doesn't necessarily have an effect, so no effect hit. Did give a little resistance because I don't like him getting knocked stupid. But I did put a more focus on trying to make him a little faster, boost his attack, but also give him a little more chances of crit and crit damage. And he may not be able to one-shot like I've seen some people's versions do, but he can definitely kick some ass. He can definitely kick it. Interesting side note. When he goes to his second stage, it actually wipes it out if you've used Orochi to pull him forward. So just remember that. Certain Shiki, their abilities can actually cancel out Orochi's ability to turn them into... base Orochi's ability to turn them into a snake. So you can practically just use him as a standard puller, which is kind of fun. So, for this, we of course have this beautiful Shadow Soul with a double help and a crit damage, because yes, all the yes. Another one here with some attack and some extra crit. More attack, a little bit of speed, a little bit of extra crit here. And of course we do have the beautiful, beautiful effect of Shadow. Shadow is so versatile and I love it. And of course, boosting crit further with Aoandon. If only because I did have these 2 very beautiful ones sitting around and figured, you know what? Let's go to town. Overall, this has been a lot of fun with him. So, you definitely, I mean, you don't have to worry too much, but he definitely can wreak some havoc. Especially if he hits second stage, he can definitely knock something out like crazy. Now, next, of course, and I have had her in one of my soul build videos at a previous time, but of course we have Worldly Aoandon here, who is looking fabulous as they come. Now, again, fully skilled up. Not as much in the crit level, but definitely some more crit damage. She's built to be a little bit faster. And yes, I have managed to actually get her to her final ability a couple of times, to use the final chapter a few times. Believe me, yes, it is a challenge, but it can be done. Now, for her, in order to keep her on the field a little longer, I went with, of course, Jizo, which anyone who's seen my Zashiki comments knows I love this soul, if only because not only getting that because of the shield, which can be very useful, like unholy levels of useful, and can even save your butt in a pinch. Don't discount it just because it's a HP booster. Jizo can be a lifesaver if you play at the perfect times. Now this one, of course, has a heavy focus on attack and crit up here. This is just going to town with the crit damage. This may as well be what this is called, is basically a crit damage fest, but still, moving on. And of course, another one here for some attack, more crit damage. And here, and I mean, seriously, not as much in the crit, but a good amount of crit damage here. This is what I like. Of course, she's moving kind of fast, but not too fast. You want to give her a little bit of leeway here. Of course, Hayasubi here for the attack boosting and some extra crit damage, because that was mainly what I was aiming for with her, was crit damage. And yes, quite a beautiful mix. Fabulous. Absolutely. Now, of course, we have mini Onikiri over here. And I would like to issue a very special thank you to everyone who actually donated shards so I could get him, like everyone in my guild. You're all amazing people. But, of course, we have him. And, as usual, this is another crit damage booster. Because I wasn't 100% sure if he would still suffer the same effects as his SSR version, I did go with trying to give him some more effect resistance, because I think we all know, from my many times I mentioned this, Onikiri and Confuse have a very illicit love relationship, and it really needs to end. Thus, we have this. I try to keep an effect resistance on him. Now, his defense ain't too high, so I did try to boost that a little, and his HP. A little less focus on attack, and a little less focus on crit, but a lot more effect on speed, and just trying to keep him alive, this poor boy. Now, again, fully skilled up. Now, there are some people who would have totally different versions for this. This is just how I found it works better, is I'm literally trying to keep him on the field. Of course, I gave him Soul Edge with a little bit more of a head to attack. He's also playing a bit of a defensive game. Since he has his defense and HP, he's also taking damage, trying to help protect everybody, so it works out. And of course, I had these beautiful Oboroguruma souls, which had some... That is my dog. Giving his opinions on life. So, where was I? We have this beautiful Oboroguruma soul with this crit damage and defense boost. And if, honestly, with Soul Edge and Oboroguruma, its ability... Believe it or not, this works where Soul Edge's ability triggers, where you can take, where you defend. And this can actually, strangely enough, Oborogurum's effect also works with Soul Edges. It's glorious. It's a lot of glory, a lot of fun. And of course, like I said, we have this speed booster here. Excuse me a minute. Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought because, yeah, I just completely lost my train of thought. Where was I? Onikiri, in case you can't tell, I don't have a script. You're literally getting stream of consciousness here. But anyway, yeah, so for some reason, Oborogurum's abilities passive ability actually triggers with Soul Edge's ability, so it can actually sometimes do the move raising, that bar raising thing, when you're getting attacked by defending with Soul Edge. So it's kind of interesting, kind of cool. I don't know if it was supposed to do that, but it doesn't. So let's see. We've gone through Otakemaru, Aoandon. Our ocean daddy. A lot of people don't think he's very useful. I kind of just love him. So again, a little heavier on the crit, a little bit of an effect hit, some little effect resistance, mostly a lot of speed, but he's already got a nice crit damage, so, you know. But meant for a little more attack. It takes a while for him to get going, and can I just say right here, I love the translation error. Obviously male, but it says 100% of her attack. I want someone to pay attention to this. Don't you love translation errors? Let's see this start in the comment section of for Waverider Arakawa. That'd be hilarious. So, of course, we also have here the River's Fury again. Now, I don't actually remember why there was an effect hit on here, because he doesn't necessarily have an effect. So I'm not 100% sure why that's here. It might have just been on the souls and I haven't gotten around to switching that out. But yeah. So again, he's more crit based. He does good with this. Go ahead and work it. There's my dog. So again, we have this beautiful Shadow Soul. Of course, this Speedy Shadow. Wrong thing. Here we go, some HP and all. This is where the effect hit's coming from. I probably need to change this out for a Shadow Soul that doesn't have an effect hit since he doesn't have an effect. But that's a problem for future me, isn't it? So over here, of course, we have this beautiful attack soul for Samson, which is mostly here because of its crit. It had extra crit to it, and I love me some crit. But it goes as a nice little combo. And I mean, this is kind of beautiful. He's been a lot of fun. And of course, last but most certainly not least, as we go through everybody, yes, you see some freshies over here. We have our little bird boy, Junior Ootengu. And Lord howdy was it time trying getting the hold of this boy. A little more in the effect or resistance bonus, a little more crit, a little bit of crit damage, definitely some speed, because I have seen this boy wipe teams, and I kind of like the idea of just having like first attackers who can, at the very least, get some kind of control on the field. So, as you can see, have done. Can't. Beautiful. So, with him, of course, I couldn't resist with the Seductress because of the 4-prong attack, the 4-soul set ability here. And really, this may as well just be a shadow fest, so you need a Seductress in here in this mix. A little bit more of the trying to get a little mix of things going here. But of course, Ion Yobo is here for this wonderful speed booster. This is beauty. And for its attack boosting and crit effects. Mostly because, again, crit. I wanted him to have a lot more crit. So, that's our 5. Aoandon, Arakawa, Otakemaru, Onikiri, Ootengu, and Seme in here in the background, just looking pretty for what little we can see of him past Otakemaru's body. So, if you'd like to knock off here since you've already gotten what you came for, feel free. No harm, no foul, no shame. Just do the holy trifecta of YouTube down below. That's all we ask. You don't have to, but only if you're feeling like it. If you're going to stick around, we're going to just let these 5 just go to town and do what they do best against the level 40 Hahakagami zone and the level 40 Kappa zone. So, fun times ahead. Shall we? You sticking around? Okay, let's do this. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Basically, I don't have to worry too much about all this because... See, there we go. There's Ootengu. Do what he does best. Holy crap, I accidentally turned my volume up. I love the close-ups. Of course, because of I'm sure the video quality has gone to shit here. It's possibly because of all the SP effects and the snake. But what can you do? See, now that's why a heavy hitter who can hit first is a good thing. And of course, I mean, Arakawa's not really doing anything, but, you know. There we go. Alright, that was nice, that was nice. These five do nice things together. I mean, it's a little overkill, but then again, maybe it's just enough kill. So we're gonna hit the Kappa zone. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, hello, welcome back. We are in the Kappa zone with another SP-apalooza with Worldly Aoandon over here, Arakawa, Otakemaru, Onikiri, and Ootengu. Some fodder over here that's going to be used for glorious leveling up. And of course, Same in the background looking pretty. So let's just have some fun. And yep, there's Ootengu. Just may as well just wipe the whole field. Like I said, having somebody who can do an area attack and be able to move first is a very useful thing. Now, Onikiri and Arakawa really aren't getting to shine here, but that's fine. That we can accept this. I mean, Ootengu and Otakemaru are the ones putting in the work today. We know it. Of course, I do love Aoandon's attack. Yays. This kind of makes me just want to take them into a soul thing and see what happens, but, you know, never mind. Alright, well, if you stuck around to the end, thank you very much. Just, you know, if you feel like it, Holy Trifecta of YouTube down below, and we're good, and I'll see you next time. I don't know with what, but with something. See ya.